So, I bet you're wondering, when Mark does a NOTCAST, what is he looking at? I'm generally looking at this shelf right here, and I'm just about to put this phone on that shelf, because one of the questions I've been asked is, what's on those shelves? So this is episode 58, if anybody is counting. It is Monday, the 15th of February, 2021, and during lockdown, or whichever lockdown we're on, lockdown 3D, the revenge, we spend a lot of time watching television. And we go, well, what's in the background behind there? And if you look at what's in the background, you can make some snap character judgments about people. Nigel Farage has model tanks and books about world history. Someone whose name I've temporarily forgotten left their dildo on the shelf. There are no dildos on these shelves, by the way. But I have been asked what's on the shelves and to give you a guided tour of what's on here. So I'm going to do that. This is going to be, think of it as almost like a greatest hits version of everything, because I fully intend to talk about every single record I own between now and the end of this Notcast, on the grounds that there is nothing else to do and there is nowhere else to go. You will also know this is daylight, so just in case any of you thought I was a vampire who exploded on contact with daylight, most of my days I spend working. And at the moment, given that it gets light at about 10 o'clock in the morning and goes dark at about 10:15 in the morning, there's not a huge amount of daylight. So normally you see me cowering in this bunker of recorded and obsolete media, talking about things with the lights on. But I'm going to switch this on and we're going to go for a little journey. So here we go. We're going to start off with what's on these shelves. So taking a step back, first thing, so I'll give you a kind of like a side-eye view there. Awful lot of CDs, DVDs, and other things. So we're going to start here. This is the first section that we've got. I've got some books up here. We've got some outsized DVD-sized things, such as Nick Mason's audiobook of Life in Pink Floyd, the Lush box set, a number of CDs, and fancy book pets. Also some books here. One of my favourite titles, as soon as I saw this, I had to buy it. It says Flying Saucers Are Hostile. And so I absolutely had to buy that as soon as I saw it. There's also a book called Philip K. Dick is Dead, Alas. And there's a number of Philip K. Dick books that are in here. And we go a little further down, more books. And here is where the music starts. So that's the VHS tapes. Oh my, what a lot of VHS tapes there are. I've tried to keep VHS tapes of the things which haven't been released on DVD. One of them there, Pet Shop Boys Projections, is coming out on DVD very shortly. So up to the top level of the shelves, these are the shelves that are behind me that you see quite frequently. There we have a postcard from Dougal and the Blue Cat. We have a New Order puzzle. We have a big X. We have some Lego figures. And we've got some CDs and some DVDs. Top floor, all the way up there, is box sets. And also, by the way, there's a model space shuttle up there. Over there, right in the corner, Iron Maiden's first 10 years. Then here is DVDs, music DVDs, starting up there with, I think, AC/DC's Bonfire. And above that, Suede Fan Club Video. And going down to here, some Stuart Lee, and then some music videos and DVDs that go all the way along. I might pick out some of these as we go along. Also, second row, some CD singles and some albums by bands labelled from A through to about H. A couple of Black Sabbath there, Blaze Bayley of Iron Maiden, Bloodhound Gang. Let's pretend that I haven't got those. Also, last floor, we have film soundtracks. So, James Bond, for example. Yeah, the soundtracks to some of the James Bond movies. Scrolling through things like Indiana Jones, Lego, some more soundtracks, all the way through to the end of the soundtrack section, which is around about here. Vangelis' 1492 Conquest of Paradise and Velvet Goldmine, and then compilation albums such as Help, Mark Goodyear Sessions, and some other bits and pieces. We also have here a Lego baddie from the Spider-Man movie, a card from somebody that likes me very much, and a huge steel, I think that's a Binky, that's a Ghost, and some more VHS tapes, including, and by the way, you'll notice some of these I've kind of taken out because they're reminders to me. I haven't watched them for a while and I need to get my money's worth from them. And here's some of the box sets which we've got. I'm going to pick out a couple, primarily to say, oh, look at this thing I've got. This one here is the Rare Cult demo sessions, which you could only buy off their website in 2002. This is the Cure's assemblage box set, which was only released in France, and yeah, some other box sets as we go along. Of course, the mighty Slayer soundtrack to the Apocalypse. Now, I'm going to go on to the CDs. So the process that I've got, and I know some people think that I'm a monster when I do this, is that we have here, you start with A, and then all the way down there is about H, J. Primarily because I am right and you are wrong. And the way that I've chosen these, by the way, is because you take them out like this, and yeah, sure, you've got the back of them facing you, but you take these ones out here, you've got the front facing you. But CD singles are the thing that made the difference, and I didn't want to put CD singles facing a different way to anyone else. So there, for example, is the Cure's End of the World CD single from the days when the Cure did CD singles, or in fact released records. Above these we've got gaps, so in these gaps I will put oddities, random bits and bobs, whenever I feel like it. Here, for example, old glasses, including sunglasses, all prescriptions, so I can go to a second pair if I need to. I think the oldest prescription sunglasses in there I bought in 2002, just before I went on holiday to, I think, Malta. And they still work, but they do give me a mild headache now. You will also see, by the way, the Stock Aitken and Waterman triple CD best of. I think Stock Aitken and Waterman are fantastic. They are the Motown of the 80s. I just wish that they had less dated sounds. So we've got Anthrax, The Audience, featuring the mighty Sophie Ellis-Bextor. We've got Syd Barrett there. We've got Audio Slave, BDI. Oh dear, yeah, I forgot about them. Beastie Boys over here. Some band you might have heard of called the Beatles. Some more Beatles. Beck, The Beloved, Sophie Ellis-Bextor, the mighty Biffy Clyro and Björk. Some Black Flag, not as much Black Flag as I want, but they're always really expensive and difficult to get. Some Blur here, and some Blondie, and was Sir David of Bowie, the Bard of Beckenham himself. Oh, and some more David Bowie, and some more David Bowie. And here's, by the way, a signed advert for signed by Bret Easton Ellis there, for his book Luna Park. I should have put that somewhere. Jeff Buckley, Kate Bush, John Carpenter, McCormick Butler, Carter, the Unstoppable Sex Machine, Paul Carter, and Jim Bob, Johnny Cash, Nick Cave. Down there in the land of shadows, Cinerama and the Chemical Brothers, and the Clash and Cohen, Client. More Leonard Cohen, because you can't have enough Leonard Cohen. Coldplay. Moving swiftly on. Oh dear, more Coldplay, sorry. And the Cult. So, there's some Cult for you. And there is the Love for CD set, which I haven't opened because I downloaded it in the interim period. We have here The Cure. I love The Cure. I don't care what you think. Hopefully you like The Cure too. If you don't, well, that's up to you, isn't it? Also, you'll notice some 3-inch CDs here. So we're going to go and look in the... Oh, hello. We're going to go and look in the 3-inch CDs. So what have we got? Well, we've got The Beloved. Hang on. We're going to go quickly over to here. We've got The Beloved, Jesus and Mary Jane, The Cure, Lullaby. This is a Joy Division bootleg. Metallica's Unnamed Feeling, Uncle remixes. Ian McCulloch's Faith and Healing, Round and Round, or Round Remix. Pills' This Is Not a Love Song, and REM's The Outsiders 3-inch CD single, which was handed out free after I saw them at the Hammersmith Odeon in 2005. And we've also got some top trumps in here. Let's see what we've got in here. This is Star Wars Top Trumps episodes 4 to 6. Star Wars The Spaceships episodes 4 to 6. Some more top trumps here. More Star Wars. Don't know what that one is. And this one is Indiana Jones Top Trumps. If only I had friends I could play them with. This one's Doctor Who. And we've got down here we've got The Cure. What you'll notice here is some Cure bootlegs and some other bits and bobs. Daft Punk, The Czars, featuring the brilliant John Grant, Dave Navarro, Darkness, Dead Kennedys, Death in Vegas, Def Leppard, and some band called Depeche Mode as well. Also, some more CDs by a band called Depeche Mode. Who's this? Depeche Mode. Oh, and who's that? Depeche Mode again. Do you like Depeche Mode? Yeah, actually, oddly enough, yes, I do. Here's The Doors, and Bruce Dickinson, and Eat, and Echo and the Bunnymen, and Editors. I've got 3 versions of The Back Room. I've got the UK CD with a bunch of extra songs on. I've got the Japanese CD with different extra songs on. And I've got this version here, which has got Live at the Amsterdam Paradiso on it as well. And they've got Elastica, Elbow, Electronic, The Orville, which I'm borrowing at the moment, Erasure, a guy called Carl Bartos, and Electric Music, who used to be in Kraftwerk. Sorry, I thought someone was at the door, but they weren't. Here's some more Erasure, some DVDs. I've watched Halloween 4, by the way, rubbish. Here's some Erasure as well. Here is some Erasure, Explosions in the Sky, and Eurythmics, and all of those Eurythmics CDs are the early 80s releases. Faith No More are excellent. Fantomas, Fatboy Slim, and Fields of the Nephilim, who I love dearly, and Flaming Lips as well. So, you know. Now, you might think, what a lot of CDs you've got. And you're absolutely right, by the way. Hello, Foo Fighters. And hello, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. But you'd have gone, well, yeah, but I've been buying CDs since 1986. So this is 35 years of me buying records on and off. Here's Frank Turner. Frank's up there as well. Sorry, Frank. Some more top trumps. Let's guess what these are. I'm guessing one is Star Wars. I haven't checked. Oh, no, Spacecraft. Horror, and oh yeah, Star Wars. So I was right. Star Wars top trumps. What a lot of top trumps I've got. I'm definitely a child of the 80s. There's Franz Ferdinand, Dave Gahan. I think Lady Gaga's in there. Noel Gallagher, Garbage. David Gilmour live in Gdansk. More Garbage. Philip Glass. The Good, the Bad, the Queen. Martin Gore from Depeche Mode. Gorillaz. Gossip. John Grant, Guns N' Roses, a couple of pens, some old business cards, Fugazi, the Happy Mondays, Jimi Hendrix, the Hives, lots of Peter Hook, Hot Chip, a band I love that doesn't get enough attention, Hope of the States, love that band. And Hope of the States, by the way, have got some really unusual CDs, and they really went, hell went for leather on packaging. So let's go and have a look at those. So this is one that was given away on a tour called the Arc of the Enfants Terribles, the House of Terrible Children, which was 5 CDs. Sorry, not 5 CDs, 5 songs inside a plastic shrink wrapped thing. This is their first single, Black Dollar Bills, in a hand stitched Hessian cover, I believe. The CD is in there, and well, I don't play it much because I've turned everything into MP3. Here's a promo. I think this is the first version of the Lost Riots album. This is Enemies and Friends, which I think comes in a heat-sensitive sleeve. I've got 3 versions of this for some reason, no idea why. This is a promo of the red, the white, the black and the blue. There are 2 versions of this, one with the UK flag, one with the US flag on, that were hand-stitched by interns and then set on fire. Bizarre. And this is a book pack of the Lost Riots. So, that band I love dearly. I wish they were huge. But they aren't, and they never were, and they should have been. And I blame the scum public for having terrible, terrible taste. So there's Iron Maiden and Interpol. And here's some more Iron Maiden, some Hot Chip, Idlewild. Some more Iron Maiden and The Jam. Michael Jackson as well, yes. He was good. James Addiction. And you'll notice, by the way, some of these have been left out, and it's a reminder to me that actually I should listen to these more often. So that's Japan Droids there, that's Jane's Addiction, that's Jarvis Cocker. I'm going to move this. This is more Jean-Michel Jarre, because I like